So there's a lot of things to consider when picking a project management software for your team, right? It has to be easy to use, it has to have all the features you need, and most importantly, it has to fit within your budget. And that's why today we are going to put up ClickUp and Trello head-to-head and determine which one is ultimately the best option for you and your team. If you don't know, I've been using both ClickUp and Trello for the past 2 years now. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good position to give my honest opinion about each platform and more importantly, how they compare against each other. But before we dive in, real quick guys, please give this video a thumbs up. I'm really close to hitting that 100,000 subscriber milestone, so it would mean a lot if you could help me hit that. Thanks guys. Now let's begin. Alright, so first let's take a look at pricing. Because when it comes to project management softwares, there's no shortage of options, but a lot of them can get really expensive really fast. Like a lot of these softwares will offer free trials or even free plans, but then once you start using it, you realize that it's limited and then you have to pay to unlock new features, which can get very expensive. So it's important to find a project management software that works for you without breaking the bank. So when it comes to pricing, both ClickUp and Trello actually offer a free plan with unlimited number of boards, lists, and cards, and they also offer unlimited free users, but ClickUp's free plan is pretty limited in terms of features, whereas Trello's free plan offers some additional features such as in-app notifications and voting, but what sets ClickUp apart from the competition, including Trello is their forever free plan, which means that even though their free plan is limited in features, you can upgrade at any time and still keep all the data that you created on the free plan, unlike other softwares where you might lose all your data if you decide to switch plans. Now, as you progress and your needs become more advanced, the paid plans for both ClickUp and Trello do vary quite significantly, like with Trello. The cheapest paid plan starts at $5 per month per user, while ClickUp's cheapest paid plan is $5 per month per user, but you can only get charged if someone within your organization is assigned to a task. Okay, now that we got pricing out of the way, let's talk about ease of use, because if your project management software is too complicated or too difficult to navigate, nobody is going to want to use it. They're just going to go back to using spreadsheets or sticky notes or something. Now, when it comes to ease of use, I think both ClickUp and Trello have their own pros and cons. So on one hand, Trello has a super intuitive drag and drop interface that is very easy to learn and use, especially if you've never used a project management software before. Like you literally just sign up and start using it, and you don't really need any kind of training to get up to speed with Trello. On the other hand, though, ClickUp does have a slightly steeper learning curve, primarily because it has a ton of different features and it can be a little overwhelming at first, especially if you've never used a project management software before. With that being said though, after using ClickUp for the past 2 years, I've come to appreciate its powerful features and ease of use over time, and honestly, now I couldn't imagine going back to something like Trello. Another key thing to consider with ease of use is integrations. So both Trello and ClickUp offer hundreds of integrations with other popular apps. Like for example with Trello, you can integrate it with Slack, Google Drive, Dropbox, and many others. And with ClickUp, you can integrate it with Slack, Google Drive, Dropbox, and many others. But one thing I will say is that ClickUp does offer a lot more integrations than Trello, although not all of them are active and maintained, which is one downside of having so many integrations. But nonetheless, ClickUp does offer a wider variety of integrations than Trello, which means that you're more likely to find an integration that works for you. Alright, now let's take a look at features, because at the end of the day, you want a project management software that has all the features you need to get your work done efficiently. And both ClickUp and Trello do offer a ton of features, but they definitely cater to different types of users. So when it comes to features, Trello is definitely more straightforward and simple. Like their main feature, which is called boards, allow you to organize tasks and projects into columns, which makes it easy to see the progress of a project at a glance. For example, you can create a board for each project, and then use columns to represent different stages of the project, such as to do, in progress, and done. You can also add checklists to each task and assign due dates to keep track of deadlines. Trello also has a lot of power-ups, which are basically integrations that can extend the functionality of Trello. For example, you can use the Slack power-up to receive notifications from Trello in Slack, or you can use the calendar power-up to view your Trello boards on a calendar. Overall, Trello is a great option if you're looking for a simple and straightforward project management software. On the other hand, ClickUp is a lot more robust and feature-rich. For example, ClickUp has multiple views which allows you to view your projects in different ways such as list view, board view, box and dot, which makes it easier to visualize your projects and collaborate with your team. In addition, ClickUp also has a lot of advanced features such as time tracking, which allows you to track the time spent on tasks and projects, which can be useful for billing clients or estimating the time required for future projects. They also have custom fields, which allows you to add additional information to tasks and projects, which can be useful for organizing and filtering tasks and projects. And they also have goals, which allows you to set targets for your team and track your progress towards those goals, which can be useful for aligning your team around common objectives. Custom statuses is another feature that ClickUp has that will allow you to change the default statuses, such as to do, in progress, and done to whatever statuses that fits your workflow. This can be especially helpful for teams who have unique workflows that don't fit into the standard statuses. With all these features, ClickUp is a great option if you're looking for a more robust and feature-rich project management software. And finally, let's talk about support, because when it comes to project management softwares, you want a company that is responsive and helpful when you have questions or issues. When it comes to support, both ClickUp and Trello offer extensive knowledge bases and support documentation, which can be helpful for finding answers to common questions. However, they do differ in terms of other support options. So Trello does not offer any kind of live support, but they do offer email support for their paid plans. ClickUp, on the other hand, does offer email support for all of their plans, but they also offer live chat and phone support for their higher tier plans. So overall, if you prefer a more personal approach to support and you're willing to pay for it, then ClickUp might be a better option for you. So at the end of the day, which one is ultimately the best option for you? Well, that really depends on your needs and preferences. So let's take a look at both options. So if you're really looking for a simple and easy to use project management software that is great for Kanban-style workflows and you don't need a lot of advanced features, then Trello is a great option for you. And it's also perfect for beginners who have never used a project management software before. On the other hand, if you're really looking for a more robust and feature-rich project management software that has multiple views and advanced features such as time tracking, custom fields, and goals, then ClickUp might be a better option for you. ClickUp is also a great option if you need a project management software that can scale with your business and can handle large and complex projects. Now, one thing I will say is that both ClickUp and Trello are great project management softwares, and either one can be a great choice for your team. Ultimately, the best way to decide which one to choose is to try them out for yourself. Both ClickUp and Trello offer free plans with unlimited number of boards, lists, and cards, so you can sign up and start using them right away. And then once you've tried them out, you can decide which one is right for you and your team. Thanks for watching, and as always, I hope to see you in the next video.